Welcome to this week's Gaming News Mashup. We're running all the trade news stories in gaming that you might have missed for the week. This week, Microsoft wants to go cross-platform, Halo has a theme park, and Mortal Kombat 11 has some new character reveals. Let's mash up the news. Microsoft announced this week that they want to extend their Xbox Live gaming service to other platforms, including Android, iOS, and even the Nintendo Switch. Now, I'm totally for this if this actually happens, but this has been discussed in the past, and it's been still slow growing. So it'd be great to know that if you were playing Call of Duty on Xbox, that I could be playing with somebody on Xbox and PS4. I mean, that just seems like a really logical move, and there's more players that can be reached and more, in-game purchases and all that kind of stuff they're doing nowadays. That just seems like a really logical move. Now, Xbox Live is an app you can currently get on Android and iOS, and you can use it for like chatting with players and sending messages and keeping with stats and stuff like that, but nothing really built into the other consoles itself, so this would be kind of a good way to do that if Microsoft's able to do that. And I know that they're kind of in a hurry to get to that, get to that platform before Sony gets there, because it always seems to be the race, Microsoft or Sony. But, I like the idea that if they're actually able to achieve cross-platform gaming and encourage developers to make video games that can be played on, multiple consoles that talk to each other, I think that's a good benefit for all gamers. Now, I know Nintendo, as of late, has been more kind of, especially with the Switch being more mobile-oriented, that they're, encouraging developers of their current games, like, the Mario game, Mario Run. That's, it's not quite Super Mario Brothers, but it's a mobile version, mobile game based on that character. And we have that, and then the supposed Mario Kart Tour coming up, and there's Pokemon Go and stuff like that. But I would rather be able to have like Let's Go Pikachu on Switch and on mobile, or be able to play that, on other platforms. I mean, I think that'd be kind of cool. So maybe if Microsoft is able to achieve this and make it work, pretty seamlessly, that maybe, other developers and Sony and Nintendo can get on board, and, we can finally be playing games together. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Would you like to have Microsoft achieve this and be able to play all your Xbox games with Sony players and with Nintendo players, or on Android, or, whatever it may be? Do you want cross-platform capability? Let me know in the comments below. In other news this week, Halo announced that they're going to be having a mobile theme park. Now, when I read this, I thought, I'd much rather have a Halo game, but, if you want to get things hyped up, then I guess that's okay. So it's going to be a 300 square feet mobile theme park that's going to be going from July to September, and it's going to be going to towns like Orlando, Philadelphia, Chicago, Houston, and Anaheim. Ticket prices are going to range from $55 to $320, and that's from single-day admission to 3-day admission to even VIP. Now, I know me personally, I won't be paying for any type of VIP, but it gets you more Xbox Live, and it gives you like special gift bags and, special merchandise that you wouldn't necessarily have to purchase because it's already included in your ticket price. But, I mean, some of the things they're going to have there are going to be like, life-size replicas of the, the tanks, and you can have hold real guns, and there's like going to be VR tours and games and laser tag and, all that kind of cool stuff to kind of put you in the atmosphere. And I think there's even like some museums and stuff you can kind of tour all the Halo characters and get some history on them and stuff like that. I mean, that's kind of cool. I mean, I really can appreciate that they're trying to go beyond the video game and bring the experience to you. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd pay $320 for that. I'd much rather have that like at a Comic-Con thing, like, as an exhibit. That seems like kind of a more better way for them to get more exposure. I could be wrong. I mean, some of y'all may go ahead and pay that price, but I mean, I've gone to Walker Stalker Con and I haven't paid that much money, and I've got to see, people from Walking Dead and all this other kind of stuff and do all kinds of cool things there. So, I mean, I guess we'll have to see how this goes. And I hope it does well, because I feel like if something like this does do well, then, maybe they'll have some gaming stuff like at the Disney parks or at Universal Studios or stuff like that. Maybe they'll start incorporating some of those things. We have Harry Potter World, but it'd be cool to have like, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts Land, or, stuff like that, where you could interact as Sora and have like a Keyblade and, do some cool things. I don't know, stuff like that. I mean, we'll have to see how this goes, but I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if you pay that much for tickets to go see a Halo theme park. If there's anything that's in there as far as like if you don't see a museum or VR, like what's something cool that sticks out to you that you want to go see? Let me know in the comments below. And finally, Mortal Kombat 11 announced that they're going to be adding 2 more players to the upcoming Mortal Kombat 11 game. We have Cabal and D'Vorah. Now, I remember Cabal from Mortal Kombat 3, and what I liked about him were his blade sword weapons. I don't know the exact name of them, but I remember when I would fight with him, his fatalities, could be pretty gruesome and, remind me more of like I could fillet you and shish kebab you, but I really liked that character. I mean, he was kind of mysterious with his mask. I know it had to do with his face being disfigured by Shao Kahn, but, I like that he was a mysterious kind of guy, but he was also a good guy. I mean, he wasn't kind of like up in your face about it. We knew Liu Kang was the chosen warrior, but we know this guy was an ally we could rely on. And in contrast, we have D'Vorah, who is an insect humanoid, and she was actually, obviously a villain. She was introduced in Mortal Kombat 10, so she doesn't have that much of a history with the game compared to Cabal, but both these characters are going to be great additions to an already lengthy roster, and I know that Mortal Kombat has a history of adding characters well up into the release and even further after that, so I'm interested to see how, they reinvent some of these characters as far as their looks, their fatalities, their moves, how they update them, what they look like with updated graphics. That's one thing I like about Mortal Kombat is even though they have a game release every year, every other year, they're really good about trying to always give the characters a good tweak, not necessarily change their story, but just, always making them just better overall. And that's why I always am, attracted to the Mortal Kombat games. I mean, I've played them since the first one, but I mean, I was, when I heard about this reveal, I was going back and watching some of the old Mortal Kombat. It was probably Mortal Kombat 2, 3, actors tapes, because they were all based off actors back then. They kind of digitized them and made them more into the video game players that you played with. So it was kind of cool to see kind of an evolution of, where we've come so far as, this pixelated character to more humanized to, past the PlayStation 3 with digitized, from Mortal Kombat 4 and just kind of all this cool evolution of the characters and how they look. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Cabal and D'Vorah. Are you excited as I am to see them be an addition to the game? Let me know in the comments below. And that's it for this week's Gaming News Mashup. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, notification bell so you don't miss any new videos, and I'll see you at the next mashup.